What a lineup to rock and roll their way to 5 laps. The winner taking 20 points. Durney just taking things up. So Lavresen has drawn position 1 and Richardson has drawn position 3. And Lavresen was looking where Richardson was. Remember, just 2 points in it. If you win this race, you take 20 points. If you come second, you take 17. So that's a 3-point difference. If Richardson wins this race, he goes into the lead. It's that simple. He's going round Lavresen now. And now heads to the front, 1.5 laps to go. Lavresen caught in a little bit of traffic here and could be in danger, the Dutchman. Now, this is interesting. Richardson looks behind and sees this. The Champions League could be in play right here, right now. And Harry Lavresen needs to make a move because this is Matthew Richardson going all the way. And there are bike riders between him and Lavresen. It's Richardson takes first, Lavresen down in a 4th. And Matthew Richardson not only wins the keirin, but he moves into the lead in the Champions League. Second place there going to Ramirez.
Yeah.
3rd, I think, going to Butica, and then only 4th. Let's get confirmation of the results. Certainly the winner is Matthew Richardson, no doubt about that. And we now have a new Champions League leader, at least halfway through the night. And look at what it does to the Champions League standings. 20 points placed, 13 on the night. 5 points to lead. It is a 7-point swing. Time for another final now. And it's the women's sprint. Whatever happens here, there's going to be fairly good news for Mathilde Legros because she's going to increase her lead in that blue jersey as the league leader. And in front of the French supporters, her fan club is here. She's up against an athlete who will be very popular if she can win. From Ukraine, the experienced, the veteran, the very talented Alena Starikova. And she's on form tonight.
She is, and this is this sort of fascinating, almost like a race within the series. So for Mathilde Legros, of course she's going to want to win, but she knows she's got that huge buffer of points over her closest rivals. For Starikova, her first time reaching the sprint final, clearly spurred on by this crowd and enjoying the occasion. For her, it's all about this race win. Could Starikova finally be the one to better her?
Starikova with 1.5 laps to go. Gros, tactically so far, looks to be playing this well, and she has the speed, we know that. If she can demonstrate it again, she will take it, but Starikova in that position where she leads it out with 200 meters to go. Halfway through now into turn 3, and Gros is gaining, but is she gaining enough? Is she gaining enough? Because it's still Starikova, it's still Starikova, it's Starikova all the way! And that is a wondrous win from the rider from Ukraine. Alena Starikova, take a bow. She has just beaten the reigning world champion and Champions League leader. Listen to that.
The crowd absolutely love that. She had a whole wheel length on the line as well. That was spectacular racing by Starikova. If you're going to beat anyone, the world champion and series leader, wow.
Sensational. Race of the night, no doubt about it. Starikova the star dethrones the world champion. No panic for Gros. As you can see, she has extended her lead by some distance at the top of the league. 17 points from there, her closest rival Mitchell only picking up 11, Bayona taking 10. Alena Starikova moves into the top 5 in the league with that result there. As we go to the final 2 events of the night. They'll both be fast and furious sprints. And off we go. Riders ready to fall into formation and be paced up to speed. Sits in second place, Mathilde Legros right now. And now she starts to move. This is getting chaotic early on. because Kelsey Mitchell's going for a long one here.
She has gone very early there. 2 laps to go this time.
Or is going to be forced to try and challenge Jersey just to get back on level terms. She looks like she's making it. The bell is about to ring. But Kelsey Mitchell was really laying down the gauntlet early on, trying to keep it, trying to force it. 200 meters to go. A lot of traffic here. It's a really unpredictable finale. And Mathilde Grau is fading. She's fading all the way to the back of the pack, in fact. Oh, it could be game on. Mathilde Grau finishes last. And it's a huge victory yet again for Steffi van der Peet. 2 weeks winning. But Mathilde Grau finishing last opens up the Champions League. She'll still be the leader, but I tell you what, it's going to be a lot closer going into tomorrow. And this is what it does to the league standings. Kelsey Mitchell with that second place, up to 9 points behind. It's still a decent lead for Mathilde Grau, and so to the grand finale of the night. He said this week he felt like he was coming home.
We could perhaps claim him, I think.
Sorry to any Australians listening. I'll just put the disclaimer out there.
I'm claiming him.
You can.
Thank you.
So, on board at the back of Matthew Richardson's bike is the shape of the world sprint champion, leader of the Champions League until just a few moments ago. Even if he wins this race, Harry Lavreesen will no longer be the leader. But he could really set up a tight showdown tomorrow as we go to track stands. It's showtime in London on a Friday night.
First time we've had a track stand this whole series, I think.
Lavreesen going high, looking to maybe dive down, duck in. 1.5 laps to go now. It's real cat and mouse stuff, this. The gas and the cheers, and here we go, 1 lap to decide it. Richardson takes off, 200 meters, 1:25 to go now, and Lavreesen is accelerating, but Richardson's still out in front. It's Richardson and Lavreesen. Oh, Lavreesen hits back right at the death, and there will be just 2 points between them going into the final round. Lavreesen loses the lead, but saves face and makes sure he's in the running to defend his title tomorrow. Harry Lavreesen wins the sprint on the night, and Matthew Richardson is the new leader of the UCI Track Champions League with 1 round to go. This is how it leaves the league standings then. 146 points, plays 144. Matthew Richardson still. Worst result was that 3rd place in the Keirin on opening night. Tonight, Harry Lavreesen has had a 4th place, which was his worst result of the whole series.
How are the points now, Jim?